Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. It's been a week since I last recorded this game. Time has flown by, so I'm going to need to take a second to reacquaint myself with what we have going on here. I also have a list of things that I have jotted down over the last week as they've come to me. My... Well, first, this is a very easy one. Apparently, I have like 40 hours in this game. I never knew this. You can, even though it like defies all logic, you can mop this urine in this water. Don't really understand why. It's not going to get rid of the germs, but it will at least make it look better and hopefully like improve mood, maybe. I feel like I haven't really done the best job in terms of planning expansion, making things both aesthetically pleasing and efficient as far as travel time goes. I also think maybe even though I cautioned against this as I was doing it, but I've passed on a few duplicants, but I still feel like maybe I've grown too quickly. I'm at 9 duplicants on cycle 30, so we're almost certainly not going to be taking any more duplicants for quite a while. I think maybe I overexpanded, or like I went too hard too fast on the coal power production. Like one coal generator, I believe, can support 8 or 9 batteries. So our options are either A, build a ton of batteries that make a ton of heat, or waste a lot of power every single day, and therefore also waste coal. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to choose option B and waste a lot of coal for now, because we don't need that much power, and we're going to be wasting power either way. I don't want that much excess heat if I don't have to have it. So we are building these. Ideally, supposedly, this is something I've never really looked into. We don't even have it researched, I'm sure. But you can use a transformer to combine circuits. We could actually research this right now. Are we researching? Is this it? Yes. Limits power flowing through the transformer to 1000 watts. Connect batteries on the large side to act as a valve and prevent wires from drawing more than 1000 watts. So, the reason we have this convoluted setup right now is that these regular copper wires, if they have a load of over 1000 watts of like everything drawing power from them, like this, so this circuit from our right generator has a potential load of 700 watts basically right now, which is good. That's under 1000 watts. This other one has a potential load of like right at 1000 watts. I covered this as we were explaining power a few videos ago, I think, but like a potential load over 1000 watts really isn't that big of a deal depending on what it's connected to, because a lot of things, like these lights are always going to be drawing power because they're always going to be on. This refrigerator is pretty much always going to be drawing power. But things like the grill or the microbe musher or the apothecary or even the research stations, although they will be used semi more frequently, are not always going to be being used. And the biggest example is these massage tables, which again, I probably went too hard too fast. We don't need 6 massage tables. I highly doubt we're going to have 6 people getting massages at one time. But if they all did turn on, you can see this circuit is not connected to anything, so this is literally just the massage tables. Their potential load alone is 1500 watts. So if they all do turn on, then you can have problems with fires and whatnot. So, but it would be ideal from a power waste point of view to just have all these batteries on one circuit and then turn off one of these generators and just have them all running off of one generator. That way you're wasting less coal, because one generator, like I said, can power 8 or 9 batteries pretty comfortably. But to do that, we would need a transformer, which allows you, like I said, to input more than 1000 watts, and then it will limit the output to 1000 watts. Now, I've never used a transformer in Oxygen Not Included, so I'm sure there will be a learning curve. I might implement it incorrectly. Apparently, we just finished some research. So, sound amplifiers. Why the F did we research that? Maybe for, like, decor, which is another thing on my checklist. So I'm going to start working on this, even though it's not, like, the highest priority in the world. Decor, I have in all caps with like 5 exclamation points after it. I think we should probably, we really don't have very much decor at all. Like I remember we did plant some plants around, so that'll help a little bit. But our decor is garbage, and that's really going to affect their mood. This room especially is terrible. Why? I guess just all the farm stuff is really ugly, and then there's debris that we need to clean up. Let's see what else. I think priorities. I want to like rework my priority system. Because right now, with 5 being the default, there's really not a lot of wiggle room to like accurately divvy up how I want to do things. So I think I'm going to reset everything in the whole colony to priority 3. And then from there, that will be like my new baseline. And then we can actually like implement a real hierarchy here. Because I'm pretty, like, I have the option of going lower if I ever need to, but I really don't think I need to. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know. There's something in this darkness that we could prioritize, which is kind of scary. But, so yeah. I will say, right off the bat, obvious things, like the coal, should be like a 7. Like, they're not the most important things in the world, but they are, let's make the storage bins of 5 still. I want to make the refrigerator specifically a little higher, like a 6 or a 7. I'll go 6. The research should be a 5. The food should be a 5. I mean, I'll leave the cooler at a 3 just because I think that might make them, like, go out of their way to use it when I don't really need them to. The farm can be a 5. 5 is still going to be our baseline for our, like, regular important things. The bathroom, for example, should be significantly higher. Those should be like a 7 or an 8. I think the oxygen should be an 8. Like, you should always... Oops. You should always be worried about your oxygen. But that also, this is a good segue into something else. I think I'm overproducing oxygen. The game lies to you a lot and tells you you're not making enough oxygen. Sometimes that's true. Like, a couple of videos, we had a moment where we didn't realize our oxygen diffusers didn't run for like 2 days straight, and we had lost a lot of oxygen. But generally, when you're at like close to max pressure, it doesn't really matter if you're not making mathematically enough oxygen to like offset your consumption, because there's still like only oxygen in the air. And usually you're going to be able to figure it out, like, that something's gone wrong before the world falls apart. Over here, I would like to get, maybe some airflow tiles. Dig that. So we might need to take a more granular approach to some of these priorities. There's another oxygen diffuser. Nope. You can go back to a 3. I don't even, like, I guess you would be watering, so I might make all the plants like a 4. I think I'm going to make the deodorizers a 5. Did I not have a plant over here? I know this isn't the most exciting content to open up the video with, but this is just some basic busy work you have to take care of. What did I say these were? A 5, I think? Yeah. Yeah, the rest of this, I'm like, you can... Now, the only thing I'm afraid of is if I have, like, digs and constructions at a lower priority, are they just never gonna do them? That's, like, the one thing I'm worried about. So I guess we're about to find out. I think we can probably unpause here. Let me make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, I think if I also, like, I didn't realize that if you change the priority of the refrigerator and say, like, the bottle emptiers and stuff, that will increase the priority of all of the sweeps associated with that thing. So, like, I've been trying to make sure they sweep up the food. If I just make the refrigerator a higher priority, which I have, then they'll just pick up food naturally. And same with the like if the bottle emptiers are a higher priority, I'll even make this one a 6 because it's polluted water. So I wanted to get taken care of quite quickly. Down here, I will also make this mop 6. I think from there we can unpause. So we were working on creating this reservoir. I think we should probably chillax for a second. Because I don't want to bust this open before we get... Well, actually, no. Sorry. I know we're going real slow today. But I want to make sure that this is done in the right order. So again, our build priorities are all going to be out of whack. I need to, like, make priority, like, 3 or 4 to start off with. Then that should apply to all future builds. So let's just see what they do for a second. They're probably going to start sweeping. I want to... My food. I want to make lice loaf instead of mush bars. How much water do you take? 50 kilograms, 70. So you actually use less water. That's really good. So we have enough food for now, so I don't really want to go crazy. Let's make mush fry with the bars we have. How much do we have? 13.5 kcal, 13,500 kcals. So I'll say, like, make 14 of these. Something like that. Now, what... One or more of your buildings is entombed, then unentomb it. If you wouldn't mind. Please. Starvation. These duplicants can't find... Oh wait, they're dying and they can't find food. Bro, just get food. What? It's not that hard. Don't be so dramatic. Yeah, so my only concern with this new priority system, we might have to undo it and switch back to the way we were doing it, is that they're not going to do the digs and stuff that I want them to be doing. But if that's the case, you know, we'll just adjust on the fly. This room, again, is a kind of just a disaster in terms of air quality. I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. I suppose we could, like, pretend... throw down a... Can't even remember where it is. Refinement? Nope. Where is... Here, the deodorizer. It filters polluted oxygen. We really don't have polluted oxygen in here. We just have a bunch of carbon dioxide. So if anything, I guess you would use a carbon skimmer. But that uses water, which we won't be able to get set up until we have our pump going. So we really need to get this going. You know, we're on cycle 30 and we don't have a real bathroom set up. That's pretty embarrassing. But, I still think we've done a pretty good job, all things considered. Now, just trying to watch what they're doing. It's downtime. We got a new achievement, apparently. Was this from the last? I didn't even see if that was already there. It's not raw. Oh, okay. Cooked some food. It's a good measure of success, I suppose. Really, I'm excited for you guys to not have to deal with these outhouses. 2 outhouses for 9 people is pretty rough. It's also not really close to your bedroom and the kitchen, so it'd be cool if you could... I should have made the bathroom here and the massage clinic down here, but it's not the end of the world. We did crack open this reservoir and dump it down here last time. Yeah, I'm really starting to think that my priority system is not as smart as I thought it was. Not getting a duplicant. I don't care how good they are, but let's take a look. Night owls. We don't have any night owls or morning people or whatever they're called. So they would sleep on a different schedule than everyone else. But you're allowed to snore, and I don't want any people anyway. We're just looking to see if there's anything interesting that I haven't talked about. And oh, there's an early bird. Yeah, I'm not a morning person, early bird. There they are. So they would go to sleep even earlier than most people and wake up, like, very early, obviously. But we're just going to take nothing, because I don't want to deal with eggs. I don't really know what I'm doing in that regard. Like I said, I do eventually want to get a... Alright. Are you guys going to deal with this? Or I guess maybe they're going to clean up everything first. I would love to take it slow and, like, not really try to expand and min-max everything, but the nature of this game, the finite resources and all that, makes it so that, like, you're kind of always on the clock. There's, like, a ticking time bomb, because eventually you're going to run out of water. Eventually you're going to run out of oxygen. Eventually you're going to run out of copper and coal and algae and, like, all the things you need to survive. So as much as I would love to just say, you know, let's just take a couple days, clean up the base, not really worry about things, I don't... Okay, they are building up here, but what priority is that? See, that's priority 5. Like, once all the priority 5 build and digs are done, if they don't start building, I'm going to have to give up on my 5-head plan that was actually a 1-head plan, apparently. You are building priority 3. So maybe if we successfully utilize this, which maybe I should go into more. Like, Critical Pig is a super builder, so even though it's priority 3, maybe he's just gonna go after that. I would love to get, like, some marble statues for pigtails. No, yeah, decorating, to work on some statues to improve our decor, but that's not the highest priority for us at the moment. I really, if this room doesn't turn into a greenhouse when this tile is built, I'm gonna lose my mind, to be honest with you. I think the only other thing I can think of is it's too big to be considered a greenhouse, which might be possible. Maximum 96 tiles. So what do we have here? We've got 4 by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, this is way bigger than 96 tiles. So yeah, that's probably what it is. It's just too damn big. Let's get this built, and then maybe we'll have to abandon some of these planter boxes and shrink the room. That would be really sad, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's make sure you guys are on a proper... so this is the battery. We figured that out the hard way. This is based on the battery threshold. So I actually want this to be pretty low. Like 30, maybe even 25%. Because I really don't want to... Maybe even 20%. I do not want to be wasting coal right now. And we don't have any, like, vital power infrastructure right now. If we miss, like, an hour of power, we're not going to die. We got exactly 1 tile built. I'm still not sold on this new priority system. But they are, like, cleaning up right now, which is, like, we should clean up. We weren't doing a good job of keeping the base clean, so I'll let them... Yeah, I know it's an invalid construction location because you haven't built the tile that it's going to sit on. We finished power regulation, so we can build our transformers whenever we want. Large resistance conductors. Next, buildings to power sources. What does that mean? Next, buildings to power sources. How is that different? How is that different from regular wire? Like this one, it says heavy watt wire carries more wattage without overloading. So I assume you use that to connect to a transformer or something, and then there's just like an upgraded regular wire. Heavy watt conductive wire. Yeah, okay, I guess this is just an upgrade to regular wire. That's pretty cool. So maybe we don't even... Well, we still need the transformer to deal with our power wastage. As far as... What else do we got here? HVAC. We don't really need to be funneling gases around, although that will come fairly soon, I assume. Don't need portable gases. I really just want to get our bathroom going. Pathogen diagnostics. Honestly, might go. Or maybe we could go for a natural gas generator, because we eventually are going to want to get down to... I'll go here for now. But eventually we're going to want to get down to this natural gas geyser and wean ourselves off of coal entirely. Although we have... It's honestly... Because we could dig straight through here, this good area, and we'd be right there. So we definitely should take advantage of that at some point. I know we have long commutes. Once they get all of this crap cleaned up, I'm assuming we're going to need some more storage bins somewhere. There's a bunch right there. You kind of want to have storage bins spread around the base. That way they never have to walk across the whole base to deposit or pick up resources. While they're just going to town. This airlock system is really slowing things down, but I think it's necessary for the amount of crap we have down here. Alright, got our other batteries up and running. So we are doing some construction, although maybe those were priority 5. I don't think they were, though, because we made everything priority 3, and those were already there. So now, okay, we're slowly getting there. Maybe this system will actually work. Maybe. I kind of doubt it. But we did some good today. We cleaned up the base a lot. I bet our decor is significantly better. It's probably not good, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely more green patches than there was. This little beautiful area. We see we're still wasting. I mean, we didn't really get our batteries up till the end of the day, but we're wasting a ton of power. Yeah, 155 of the 168 that we wasted in kilojoules was from overproduction. So I really want to get a transformer going and just turn off one of these generators entirely. Food poisoning. Do we have more medicine? That should be in here. We have 1 tablet. I'll go ahead and throw down an order for like 3 more, but don't feel like you have to do that right away, although you probably will, because I made this priority 5. I am the only one who can do this. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, did that say you delivered coal? What is this made of? Coal. It is made of coal. What the? What are you giving these people? That's not medicine. I mean, I guess like activated... I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do think maybe there is some uses for coal medically in the real world. Alright, we've got our mush bars. So now we should have no more... We still have 4 kcals of mush. Why do we have so much mush? Oh, these only use 800 instead of, and they actually give you more calories. Cool. So, 800, we should be able to get 5 mush fry out of that. Thanks, Liam. Daniel's athletics went up. Yeah, so you're out of coal, but that's okay, because all of your batteries are pretty full right now. Man, this place is getting spick and span. Once this row is cleaned up, I think I'm going to have to admit to myself that our new priority system does not work. Yeah, this is still not a greenhouse. That is tragic. So, honestly... As annoying as it is, you just built that, you can destroy it. Because we're going to have to shrink this one too. I don't know, I'm going to wait until this crop gets harvested, and then I'll probably chop off like 5 of them, maybe? And shrink it quite a bit. We can go ahead and destroy all that. Is there a, like, relocate? No, you just have to tear it down and build it back up, don't you? Sad. We did get all of our medicine built. About halfway through the day, we finished our conductive research. Renewable energy. Steam, solar panels, sauna. Now, I assume this geyser, like, is limitless, even though, I mean, maybe not limitless, but, like, practically, for our purposes, nearly limitless. So it's not necessarily renewable in that it's going to, like, have environmental effects around us, but it is not, at least I assume, not something that we're going to have to worry about running out of at some point. At least not for a very long time. Analyze. What is this? Send a researcher to gather data here. Analyzing a feature takes time, but interesting. Okay, I've never interacted with a geyser of any sort in this game, so I don't really know how it works. Man, there is some nasty stuff down here. We only have 7 tables for 9. That's not what I want. Might as well get a jukebox up and running. What was this? You're 980, so I'd rather have it on this circuit for the moment. So why don't we build it right here. And then we can build you. I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, let's just switch all of this stuff back. I'm annoyed at myself for thinking this would work, but it is what it is. You know, better to have loved and lost and all that crap. Honestly, you should be like a 6 then. Trying to do it more methodically, that way the stuff I actually changed isn't as affected. Then over here, that's all good, although you guys should definitely be like a 7, probably. 5, 5. I think that's probably good, and then, like I said, we'll up the deodorizers to 6 for now. Okay, I think that's good. I meant to do 5. Oh my god. Alright. Pigtails has a skill point. Just keep getting better at farming. I guess I can give you a new hat. Don't know if really just changed the color of the band, but that's okay. Chop you down, and then a couple days later, we'll chop these 4 down. I've never used the jukebox in this game. I wonder what kind of music it plays. Not really any music going. Do I have the music, like, turned off in this game? I have it on 40. Maybe we should turn it up a little bit. Like background music in the morning. Every cycle instead of every few cycles. And I feel like the default setting is probably fine. Maybe we should queue up some new research, but also, like, is there really anything we want? We just want our bathroom. I say it every time we look at this this tree. I just want my phone call. Please, come work on the bathroom. I know you guys can't get... Well, you could get down here, but yeah, come work. Oh, you actually already did all this. My bad. So, you know, maybe my plan was working. Let's see. Because now I'm like, come build, first of all, mop. And then I'll have you build this wall, that way the water doesn't spill out. It might spill a little bit when we build this one, but then the rest of it should be fine. Alright, that was fast. And I'll make you like a higher priority. Our stress is looking very good, only just went up as I was saying that. Citrate and Pigtails are the only ones who have any stress. We should probably set... I mean, these aren't even plugged in. But I want you guys to... Feel free to hang out over here. Well, no, let's leave it at 50. Yeah. I don't see why not now. We actually have too many beds. And we have 10 beds. We actually have 11 beds for 9 people. So let's deconstruct Joshua's bed whenever he gets up. And then this one will be for our mythical 10th dupe whenever they eventually show up. Well, it looks like we're out of storage space, which is not super unsurprising. Let's throw down a couple right there. Believe in you. Someone come build this tile for me. Dang. Didn't even let the water through. So now I'm like, let's dig out this whole area. Probably not the best idea. We have all these mesh tiles above this water supply, but this water supply is already contaminated. Even though we are on... I thought we were below 1,000 germs at one point, but maybe it's gone back up a little bit. Is there a manual disinfect? There is. Like, let's... I know these aren't, like, super germy. But it's just kind of bothering me a little bit, to be honest with you. The germs are something I've never really looked super closely into. Oh, well, that water dropped quite a bit. In this game, I know slime lung is a really annoying problem that I hope we can avoid. Alright, good job, guys. Now we can actually dig this out without fear of, you know, spilling water everywhere. Let's look at the temperature. Yeah, it's getting really... This water is actually quite warm compared to... It's only like a degree warmer, but it's going to be down here, so it's going to be actually very hot. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like, I don't know if there's a downside to having hot water. Oh, shit. Pigtails and Silas both fell. But you got... Oh, actually, I don't know if you can reach that ladder. We have to priority 9 this ladder. It's weird that we use sandstone for a ladder. Are you really... Can you not get out of there? Like, my entire colony is down here. Please don't drown. Thank you. We do have some... Yeah, and now you've contaminated our clean water because you all have germs on you. Good job, Crouching Puma. Really showed off your brain skills. What is that? Oh, it's just an empty vacuum. Still, you don't have very many germs. Really only that, like, one spot. Yeah, they're, like, outside of that. We're good. I don't know how, like... If they get food poisoning occasionally, we can make medicine to deal with it. It does use coal, which is annoying. It actually uses quite a bit of coal. It's 1,000 kilograms? Or 1 kilogram, right? Yeah. But we currently have a lot of coal, so I'm not super torn up about it. Maybe we should... I don't really know how we would accomplish this, first of all. I would love to, like, make them wash their hands before they went in here, but... Unless I, like, put it here and here or something, I don't really know how we would do that. Already? Really? Maybe I bet it goes faster when you reject things. Fried mushrooms, sure. Love some food. You're at priority 6. I think that's... We might even make you priority 7, to be honest. You don't have power. Oh, because this wire's not plugged in. Silly me. Okay, we probably have to stop here. This video is going a little overtime. But we had a lot to do. You know, we spent the first like 8 minutes or whatever just like talking about plans. Slow and steady wins the race and all that. I tried my fancy new priority system. It didn't really work, but then maybe it was actually working and I just wasn't paying attention. The world may never know unless I decide to try it again, which is unlikely because it's annoying to reconfigure all those priorities. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe. It's tremendously helpful, and I will see you guys again next time.